Hello everybody and welcome to Sin City Living. My name is Jason. I'm bringing you today's wonderful episode. So some of you guys might be wondering what happened to the live streams. Well, here's the deal. What we're going to do, we're going to shift these to the patron site for our patrons. Once I figure out how to do that, I'm going to experiment this weekend. And there's a simple reason for it. I know the last one we had some volume issues and other issues that I eventually solved. And then I reshot the entire thing as a regular video instead of a live stream. And what I have noticed, I went back through and I looked. We've had a few live streams, and what I've noticed is that on the YouTube channel, our live streams get about a fifth of the viewership of our regular videos. So obviously most of you guys prefer the regular videos, and I want to give you guys what you prefer. So we're going to keep with the regular videos for the YouTube channel, and for our patrons we will start putting in some live streams for you guys. And along with that, thank you very much to our patrons, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the exclusive videos that we occasionally put out there for you guys, and the upcoming live streams, if anyone's curious about that, and the buying us a coffee, which I appreciate. Thank you. I think your name is Brian that just bought us a couple of coffees. Very appreciated. I'm back on my diet, so I'm trying to cut out the sodas, so coffee is definitely always appreciated. But yeah, if you're curious about any of that, just check the description of the video down below. Otherwise, because I don't want this to drag on too long, we're going to go ahead and jump into today's video. Alrighty, everybody, so for today's episode, we have Crossfire once again. I'm Jason.
Amy.
Really,
guy?
It's not Louie, it's Louie. So yeah, we're bringing you today's episode of Crossfire. Today, we are going to talk about some common myths about casinos.
That's all they're going to be able to hear, right?
Oh, you're probably right. That's probably not a good idea.
People complain about that.
Yeah, that's probably. Yeah, let me put those away. Sorry, guys. Not sorry.
Jesus.
Not sorry.
Don't call him Jesus. It's Jesus.
Jesus.
Oh.
Kick it right in the nose, guys.
Some common myths in casinos.
Common myths in casinos.
Myth number one that I want to
Bring
go
it.
over. When you have people, you see this on like Reddit threads and such. When somebody brings up casinos, somebody else will be like, "Oh, they're all crooked, they're all stealing, yada yada yada," and they're saying it because there's a house edge. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. One, they're not cheating the players because those house edges are very, very well known before anybody ever walks through the doors of the casino. So you walk through knowing that there is a house edge, right, that the odds are stacked against you. Two, people win every single day. If nobody wins, people wouldn't keep coming. Yes, most players lose. Three, it's a freaking business. Of course there's a house edge, otherwise it wouldn't exist. People don't complain when they go to a restaurant. They don't say the restaurant is cheating them when they pay $6 for a glass of wine, that the restaurant paid $1.50 for that glass.
Very true.
Because there has to be a house. That's basically the house edge. There has to be. It's a freaking business, you idiots.
And it's not like we're back alley 3-card moneying people.
Right.
We also have a gaming control board that regulates everything too.
And they do not play. And they are all up in everybody's business all the time.
So those people that think the games are rigged or that the cards are rigged, first off, with blackjack, let me say this. If you think that the shoe is somehow rigged, you're a moron. Like, somehow this computer that did the shuffling knew how many people were going to play, how many people were going to enter mid shoe, how many cards people were going to take, whether or not they were going to hit or stand on a 12. Like, somehow the
and they knew that this dumb shit on spot 6 is going to split his tens every time.
Right, and always going to hit a 16 when the dealer's showing a 5. Like, somehow this shoe knew that. That's just the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Well, okay, it's not the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I've heard some dumb things,
but it's
up there.
It's definitely up there. Yes, it's definitely up there. And the same thing, guys. The dealers don't control the cards.
That's true.
I guarantee you, Louis doesn't control those cards when he's slinging them out of his shoe. I can barely get the damn top card out of the shoe, so you know I'm not controlling it. Shit.
We know.
Well, I mean, not only that, like I was saying, we have a freaking gaming control board. We all three of us have to be are licensed. We have to get licensed and take fingerprints and all that. So all three of us are licensed. I mean, so there's no way that we can. Oh my God. Oh.
Yes, they're all licensed.
Bro.
Oh my God.
We all have licenses.
Jesus.
Oh. Just. Oh.
What the?
So, and gaming is everywhere. So, staying on
Why are you so close to me
I'm your
now?
husband.
Yeah. Thank ass.
I had to talk about lunch.
Yeah, dude.
So, yeah. I had to drop the stuff in charge. Anyway.
You guys dropped
Yes,
the dude.
we are.
Did not hear.
So yeah, we're all licensed. And here's the thing, guys. Gaming is always in the casinos. Always.
Always.
You don't know it,
But
but they're there.
Yeah.
They are absolutely there. Here's another common myth. People seem to think that whether or not you use a player's card has some effect on whether or not you're winning on the slots. Like, oh, I've had a long streak, so now the slots aren't going to pay me because they can tell that I've been winning off my player's card. That's moronic.
We've got friends that that work in the slots department, and we got friends that actually work for like the slot tech companies.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Friend's husband.
yeah. So I mean,
That has no bearing on anything.
Yeah.
It's all an RNG, all a random number generator.
Yeah, it's all random.
And
RNG, baby.
They have a specific percentage that they have to meet, and gaming checks. If they say, we pay, we're 97.5%. If they say that, they advertise that, gaming checks.
Oh,
if it's
yeah.
not, they get fined or shut down. And same thing, by the way, with the table games. Here's one of my favorite myths: the false drop. People seem to think that they're rated based on what they buy in with.
Doesn't matter.
I bought in for $10,000. You got my $10,000 on the card? Yeah, we do, because it doesn't matter. I got your $10,000 on the card. I also have your $5 average bet, so you're not even going to get comped a pack of cigarettes today. That's very, very common one.
I mean, if the only time it really matters when if you buy if you buy it for like 10,000 and up and stuff like that. I mean, but even then, they're not gonna care. I mean, they're gonna want to know like.
It's like, oh, he bought in 10 grand.
He bought in 10 grand. Let's look at this for a little bit. Oh, $5 average. Nah. You're gonna get marked down for a $5 average. I mean, it doesn't matter what you buy in for.
And there's probably going to be a note put with you that's going to follow you around saying false drop.
Right.
And that's not a good tag to have on you.
Or how about the
Or laundering.
Yeah.
money
Like,
line? Oh yeah, you gotta watch this dude.
for possible nefarious
Oh yeah.
activities.
Yep. You know what's another good one? I've been seeing these on like thumbnails for like YouTube ads and stuff like that. When the ways the casinos cheat you on roulette and stuff
yeah.
like that, and it shows like a picture of like a mechanical wheel for the roulette wheel. Like I'm like, what? Like, dude, that's not like there's a giant like motorized machine underneath the roulette wheel. I'm like,
No, it's a steel bearing.
it's a steel bearing that's greased up, and you have to manually spin it. And according to the regulations from the Nevada Gaming Control Board, that wheel cannot stop.
No.
You have to physically, even if it's a dead game, if that wheel starts slowing down, you have to physically move that wheel a little bit to keep it from stopping. If it stops, you can get in trouble. You can get fined.
In fact, correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't the dealers supposed to vary the speed of it?
Yes.
I mean, I don't do that, so I don't know. Something I heard.
Yep.
Speed it up, slow it down, spin from here, spin from there.
Yep.
Plus, it's all there's pieces on the roulette wheel that randomize the drop. Here's one of my favorite myths: roulette dealers can drop into a specific number.
We can hit a section.
But even
a
then,
section of like 8 numbers.
yeah, but even then, it's still
Even
tough.
that,
It takes years of experience.
And even people that can do that they're not going to do it every single time.
No.
Right.
And I'll tell you this: if they did, they'd get jerked off that gaming floor super freaking fast.
Oh yeah, the surveillance or supervisor of the gaming, somebody's going to catch on.
And I would say maybe 1 in 1,000. Well, maybe not that. Maybe 1 in 500 could drop into even a quarter of the wheel, even half the wheel, more than statistically likely. Just because there's so many little randomizers on there to make sure that it's random.
And 99 times out of 100, when it drops, it's going to bounce anyways.
Yep.
It's not going to drop and stick.
Right.
Every
If it
once
does,
in a
that-
while it will, and you're like, okay, that was weird.
That was weird.
Just like those times where the dice hit each other and one of them just, because the other dice lands right on top and bounces off. So one die hits the felt and stops. You're like, what?
How you do that?
That's
What I doing?
What I doing?
I wanna
What I
see you do
doing?
that again. Because there's all these randomized. It's just it's it's not
That's
possible.
why you have to hit the back wall. It's got the
Yes.
the diamond
That's right.
randomizer
That's right.
thing.
Got to hit the alligator skin with craps because that will randomize the roll. That's why people say they believe in dice setting, because it's as fake as it can possibly, or dice control, it's as fake as it can possibly get. You don't believe in the sun. You don't believe in math. You believe in dice setting. You believe in ghosts. You believe in you don't believe in.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
I ain't afraid of no
actual
ghosts.
scientific fact.
You believe the Earth is flat.
Right. You believe the Earth is flat. You believe that the moon landing was fake.
You believe in the giant flying spaghetti monster?
Right. You believe in Cthulhu. You don't.
You don't believe in Cthulhu?
Well, I mean, he lives on intestines some days, but.
Hey, hey.
But you don't believe in math. You don't believe in oxygen. I mean, and that's the thing is if the dice hit the back wall and tumble, they are randomized, and there's not a human, a robot, a machine, anything on this planet that can control how those dice land. It just isn't. And same thing on the roulette wheel.
This is one that generally pisses me off.
Better be pissed off than pissed off.
Let's say you're going to pay somebody, right? And you go to size in or something, and it actually, for whatever reason, the check stick, you go to size in, and something sticks, and they go, "Oh, you underpaid me. Don't try to cheat me. Don't this and that." They it's an honest mistake, and they make a big deal out of it. Like, whoa, nothing we can't fix. You're done. You see now?
Now it really wants
right.
to stick.
Yeah.
Or you
Or
go
just a wrong payout.
Or a wrong
They calculate
payout.
the payout wrong.
right. It's an honest mistake. You got something like this, and maybe you go to pay, and then you
Did you just go hand to hand?
just because I did.
How dare you? In my presence.
Meh.
Like like a buddy of mine says, we're here to beat you, not cheat you. The house has
That is
a
funny.
house edge, and that's all they need. Like all this whole idea
Next to that.
that the casinos or the dealers are colluding to cheat you. First off, the casino would not want to risk losing their operation
Yeah.
because gaming was watching them cheat or saw it
Right.
And
on it,
gaming does
and then
not
shut
play.
them down. Why would they want to risk the millions of dollars they make to make that extra $15 off you? Two, the dealers cheating. 80% of what the dealers make comes off of you, which means they need you to win.
We want you to win.
So the dealers colluding to cheat you, that's absolute stupidity. Absolute stupidity.
I want to find out what happened to.
We'll talk about that after.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you about that. Any other common myths in casinos? Coolers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they sent in a cooler. The hell is a cooler? It's all random, you idiots.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a cooler. No.
What? You look like you're really thinking about something.
No, nothing.
Oh.
I'm trying to think of something like
Don't hurt yourself.
fucking smoke coming out of my
Yeah,
ear.
no kidding. It's like almost a pained look. One myth that really irritates me. Baccarat. Why are you looking for the pattern that isn't there?
Keeping the notes on
Why?
it. And it's so common that they actually give you cards and pens to keep track.
Hey, how about
of the
that?
pattern.
How about that the casino plays on it so much that we'll market it on a board after each hand. We'll type it in.
Man,
They
there's
play off the superstition.
8 decks of cards, baby. Why?
And they use damn near almost all the entirety of all 8 decks. I mean, the most we'll leave behind is depending
15 cards.
15 cards, and you might burn at most 10 or 11 cards in the beginning. I mean,
Yeah. What else? What are the common myths might there be?
There's a lot more. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
I know there's been several times where we've had, somebody at the table that's playing stupid, and then another player will say, "Oh, you're being paid by the casino to make us all lose."
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I want you to win. So when you win, you bring me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar,
Just a
baby.
random player that's playing here.
They think
they
the
think
person that's always hitting the 16 against the dealer 5. Oh, casino's paying you to play this way.
Oh, they think they're like, oh.
Again, the cooler thing, first off, there's been a lot of scientific and mathematical studies on pretty much everything on in the casino games, and they have gone over by PhDs in math. And one thing that was interesting, there was a TV show a while back that decided to do a practical experiment. And whether or not somebody plays to the book proper has absolutely zero bearing on whether or not the other players win. It has zero bearing on their winning percentage, because you know what? Again, the cards are freaking random.
Right.
Just as much as they take the dealer's bust card, they'll take the dealer's winning card.
It's the same thing.
It makes zero difference to whether or not the other players win. None. Zilch has absolutely zero mathematical change to the other players' winning percentages.
Yeah, it don't affect you none.
and adding and dropping a hand doesn't change things either.
Right.
I'm gonna sit out a hand. I'm gonna play 2 hands. I'm gonna sit out a couple of hands. See that Bach too. People sit out hands.
They want free hands because they think that the hand that they're not playing or betting money on is going to be the thing that changes it back into the pattern that they want.
It's all superstition.
Yeah.
Superstition never wins money.
Stupid stition.
But you know what? I mean,
Superstition's bad luck.
Bad luck to be superstitious.
you know what though? I mean,
Most of them are harmless.
Most of them are harmless.
Most superstitions are absolutely harmless.
and if it helps you have a better time playing, then go for it. As long as it ain't bothering nobody. I got no issues with the superstition, But once you
Some
start,
of them are amusing though.
they are. But I mean, once you have a superstition that like bothers the other players, like let's say you have a weird superstition, like
KFC.
you like start, yeah, like you lick a die, like one of the dice, both of them, plural, right? Gross. Or you have to like, or you start getting upset with other players because they're doing something. You start getting mad at them or yelling at them. No, if you ain't bothering nobody, by all means, do what you can.
Yeah.
Oh, here's something before we sign off on this. Here's something for you craft players out there. If you're not the shooter, I can't think of anything that will make a dealer dump the bull faster when the dice go off the table than the non-shooter screaming out same dice.
Oh yeah.
That will make that bull get dumped so fast that it'll make your head spin. Most of the time, we'll dump the bull kind of slow because we're looking at the player waiting to see if they want the same dice before we dump it. So we'll give it like a half a second. But when the rest of the table starts screaming same dice, we're going to dump that bull so fast your head will spin, because it's not your place to try and tell the other player how to play when they're the shooter. It's not your place. It's not your place to try and convince them to follow your superstition.
Right.
So we're going to dump the bull super fast, because if they didn't say same dice, then we're going to make sure we dump it before they bow to the peer pressure and do what they weren't planning on doing to begin with. It's not anybody else's place except the shooters.
I've had a couple savage dudes. They're like, the full game, and the dice goes off. Same dice. Give him. He wants the same dice. Dude got mad. He's like, it's my throw. I don't want the same dice. Go dump the bowl. And then everybody, oh, yeah. He got like upset, and like he took offense that other people were trying to call same dice for him. He got mad. Like, no. He's like, it's my roll. I don't want the same dice. He's like, matter of fact, I don't even want the same die that was associated with the one that was dumped off. Give me the other
new dice.
Give me the other 3. Give me the other 3. I mean, that dude was a savage.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, guys. Hope you guys find this interesting, illuminating, enlightening, or at least just plain fun. We'll catch you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye now.
Bye.
Thank you everybody for watching today's video, and as promised, a little bit more detail on things that we are working on. So again, we want to continue trying to expand the channel. We're really hoping to be able to add roulette as soon as possible, and then some video keno, video slots, stuff along those lines. Unfortunately, it ate up almost all of our cash, paying off all of our bills during the month of January while we were down. And now that the holidays have ended, YouTube's payouts have dropped significantly. So we're kind of treading water here as far as all that goes. Do have a lot of things we want to add, though. Not just those things, those additional games, and hopefully some carnival games and such like that. But the live streams. The biggest problem right now with the live streams is with 3 jobs combined between the 2 of us, 4 if I include the 20 to 30 hours a week I'm putting into the YouTube channel. It's very, very difficult for me to have a day and time that I can commit to doing the live stream every single week, because we also have our very young child to take care of. But I'm trying to figure that out. I'm thinking it's probably going to end up being on Monday nights or Tuesday afternoons, or possibly both. I intend to do at least one live stream exclusively for our patrons, and then another one on the YouTube channel. So possibly both days. We also have a few other things that we really want to attempt to move forward on. I'm just running into either time or skill set issues. I do want to eventually have a website going for us. I did used to program websites over a decade ago. A lot of things have changed, and I just don't have that time. And not a whole lot of knowledge on the current state of building websites, hosting what sites can host, and how to build up the e-commerce stuff. So if anybody has any skill sets along those lines and would like to answer some questions or just help us out, shoot us an email, sincitylivingLV@gmail.com. Also, I really hope to be able to start adding some exclusive stuff from Sin City Living, logoed shirts, hats. I'm looking to get custom dice made, even custom layouts made, although those would be pretty expensive. But I know zero about e-commerce and drop shipping and anything along those lines. So if you have any skill or knowledge in that area, please email me. I would love to ask you some questions and see if you can answer a few to help me figure out how to get that going. Same thing with designing our logos. I had some logos designed, very, very small logos, unfortunately, not big enough to blow up to put on T-shirts and stuff like that. And again, I know I know nothing about logo design, graphic design, any kind of websites that could do it. I literally know nothing. So if you have any skill or knowledge in that area, also please email me, and you're willing to answer some questions. Please email me and let me know. I'll admit I don't even know where to start as far as asking some questions, but I'm sure I'll ask a few, and that'll trigger a few more, so on and so forth. So yeah, there's that, and of course we do hope to continue to improve our AV setup, but I am an AV moron, so also right there, if you have any skill sets or knowledge in that area, please email me, and are willing to answer some questions. Please email me and let me know. We would love to help. Otherwise, again, thank you everybody for watching, and we're very excited to continue bringing you our videos. Bye now.